2 years ago, SypherPK did his $25,000 Fortnite Locker tour.
We might be like in the top 5 of like most expensive Fortnite lockers in the world.
And in this video, he explained the memories and the connection to some of his skins in his locker, which piqued my interest. What if SypherPK had a $25,000 budget to build his Fortnite card collection? What cards would be in there? If you don't know, Fortnite cards are expensive. What memories and moments were strong enough for him to want to PC them forever? Let's uncover the gems that will kickstart his collection. We are about to jump in and find out what SypherPk's top 10 PC cards are. Alright, so let's get into the video.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Cypher. Today I'm doing a locker reveal, and this is probably one of the most expensive lockers out there with the most amount of skins ever. All right, so off the rip, we got, these are categorized now. You know, we got the Dark Fallen Ranger. Is part of the Dark series. Is there not another Dark skin in the Dark series? I guess not. And then we have the Frozen Love Ranger on the opposite side. I remember when they dropped these Frozen Love Rangers in the Frozen set. It was pretty cool. It was around the winter time. The Molten Lava, we flipped it up in the next season. Super, super cool. And I remember when Blaze was first introduced, people lost their mind. Deadpool. Was Deadpool like
Blaze is such a dope skin, by the way.
the first major Marvel collaboration? I don't think it was the first major one. All I know is I do like the Deadpool challenges. I'm not a really big challenge guy, but I actually really enjoyed Deadpool challenges. Mandalorian had the worst POI in existence,
Hated that
but
POI.
definitely a cool looking skin. AIM bot skin. This one's part of the crew pack, I believe. I'm just gonna go through some of these. This one has a little bit of significance because this was actually the skin that my wife used in our first Fortnite video together. If you don't know, that me and my wife actually made a couple Fortnite videos together, and this was the skin that she was rocking. So this.
All right, so Arc has to be in his PC. Any card that's connected with your wife and memories like that, it definitely has to make the list. Let's see if it stays on the list. I'm pretty sure it will. So let's see what we could have got this card for based off of recent sales. So it looks like Cypher will be able to comfortably get this card in his collection if he puts $30 aside in the next auction. That's what it seems like. But based off of this, the Arc card can end up in his collection for, let's say, $25. Let's continue.
This guy's kind of OG. Battlehound season 3. Yeah, this was kind of like one of the original sweat skins from back then. Black Knight, I mean, that's a classic.
So if you're new to Fortnite card collecting, Black Knight is the chase card. And ideally, what I would like to do for building Cypher's collection is if I can get all of his major PC cards and have some left over to get a Black Knight in his collection, that's what I would really like to accomplish for him. I think having your PC card and then having the major chase card, if you have the funds available, is the way to go. So hopefully by the end of this, we can actually add the Black Knight into his collection as well in the best grade possible for him. So let's see how that plays out.
Superhero skins, Calamity. You guys know about the Calamity skin, about the glitch. Remember the glitch that it had right when it dropped? Carbide season 4 was one of the coolest battle passes, in my opinion, one of the most memorable ones. Season X skins, Chomp Senior, Crackshot season 1. This guy's OG. I actually dropped a video where I got back-to-back 18 kill wins and solos. So I called the video 36-0 run or something like that. This is definitely an OG skin, but the head is way too big to actually run.
He pointed out something that I really like that I talk about a lot when we do our lives on Friday. But Crackshot has to end up on Cypher's PC list for the reason of when you have a high kill game or a game or games that you can't forget, something that stands out from all the other games that you had. Obviously, for me is Drift. Drift was one of my best games in chapter 1 up until that time, i.e. chapter 5. But for Cypher here, having double wins like that with 18 kills, yeah, you have to have this on your list. So let's see what he can get Crackshot for. But the thing that I was talking about also is that he said the head is too big, so he doesn't run with the skin in game anymore. And that goes for a lot of skins for me. Like, for instance, Deadfire. I don't wear Deadfire in game. It's just a little too bulky. So I love that I can have the card in my collection to represent that I like the skin, but I don't wear the skin. But let's see what he can get Crackshot for. So as of right now, there was 2 sales, recent sales for Crackshot, or the most recent sales, I should say. And one was $560 for a PSA 10 and $255 for a PSA 9. And that's USA dollars, by the way, US dollars. And I believe that as of right now, we can get the PSA 10 Crackshot for Cypher. But let's just hold off on that. Maybe we might go a little over budget for him. So let's hold that PSA 9 to the side just for a second and get back to that later on.
Season 4, Cuddle Team Leader, the beginning of a lot of Cuddle Team skins. This guy was kind of cool too, part of the Storm. Dark Vanguard, Lit. The astronaut skins were cool. I'm season 3 was one of the most memorable ones as well. Okay, we got some season 6 stuff coming up. Season 7, season 5, Drift. Drift is kind of like iconic. I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people remember Drift, and when they see Drift, they think Fortnite.
Drift's iconic for sure.
More superhero. Enforcer. This dude's ugly. I'm not even gonna lie. Look at his face. It's all smushed and everything. Eternal Night. Honestly, I need to use this one more. I forgot I even had this one. This one looks amazing. Let me see the edit styles. So it's impossible for me to. Oh my god, the all black and red version looks so cool. Now this. Why do I not see this skin? First of all, this looks cool altogether. I might just throw this on right now. But why don't I see this skin as often? This looks really cool. That looks amazing. Oh my.
So wait, I'll let him finish.
My god, I totally missed out on not doing the challenges for the skin.
No, that
Fade.
So going back to Eternal Night could possibly make the list. As you could hear, he really enjoys the aesthetic of Eternal Night and the way she looks. And that usually can make a card end up in your collection as well. I just want to hold off for a second to make sure there's no, the top 10 doesn't get too filled up. I want to make sure that this response was worth putting into the PC, or if it's a card that he will get later on after he completes his PC, which is usually something that happens. So let's just hold off on that.
I remember this one. People were like, "Oh, is this a SypherPK skin?" Because he has the Oni mask. If you don't know SypherPK, the logo is an Oni mask. So I didn't invent Oni masks. There's a lot of Oni masks out there. So this guy's wearing an Oni mask. He's even got the colors of like the dark SypherPK. So Flytrap, kind of an OG.
So the comments on Fade makes it interesting as well. Another one that I'm going to wait to put on the list. Technically, as we go through this video, you more than likely will find out that we possibly could build a Oni mask collection for Cypher, because I know there's tons of Oni mask in the game, but I don't want to do that just yet because there may be some more moments that mean more to him. So we just want to kind of see where his thought process goes before we start tagging these on the list.
To be honest with you, Frostbite, Frozen Sea Day, where you at, man? I thought you were gonna make more videos, bro. Galaxia, Galaxy skins, okay. Glimmer, Havoc. This guy was part of the Twitch Prime skins. They haven't done Twitch Prime in a long time. I hope one day Twitch Prime skins return. But I remember this one didn't have the edit style, but when they added the edit style, so cool. Hybrid. This is the werewolf, right? Or the lizard.
Season 8.
Inferno also looks cool. Joey, season 7. Welcome, Joey. John Wick, the real John Wick, because we had the Reaper, which is like a fake John Wick. Superhero skin, Krampus. All right, season 7 stuff. Leviathan, this guy's OG as well. Love Rangers, super OG. Lux, I remember everybody hated this tier 100. They said this is a tier 100 skin. I'm not gonna lie, it's like the most underwhelming, but it's also super chill and like just like cool looking skin. But I kind of agree, it might have not been the best for tier 100. Lynx is cool.
So, as I said before, this is something I always talk. When I first the Fortnite card collecting hobby, I was surprised of how hard it was to obtain Lux. I thought it was going to be fairly easy because people hated the skin in game, and obviously the whole thing, if you're new here, is that as of right now, the debate is if the game transfers over to the cards, and for the most part it doesn't. So this was something that I was surprised by when I first got in the hobby. I thought I was gonna have a major PC of Lux, but what made her popular was the fact that she was number 300 in the set, and it just trailed on, and a lot of people fell in love with the card as well, which I love that she's getting her respect in the card hobby compared to the game. But to that point, what happened was, I believe that she was supposed to be the tier 1 and Blackheart was supposed to be the tier 100, but these simplistic sweaty female skins became a thing, like the soccer skins and Lynx, even the Renegade Raiders and Recon Expert skins like that. So they tried to switch it up. It didn't really work. I get it, but that's my favorite skin of all time. That's my main, that's my grill. So it is what it is, but no, that is a thing. So let's continue on.
Pretty memorable. Malice, Mecha, Cuddle Masters, a lot of Cuddle team leaders. Menace is always really cool too. Midas, one of my favorite seasons, Chapter 2, Season 2. Thanks to Midas and the agency.
So this one's tough as well. I can't put this on the list just yet. But what makes me consider it for Cypher is the fact that it was one of his favorite seasons. And that's always one of those things like Omega has to be in my collection because season 4 was the first battle pass I purchased. But when you get to one of my favorite seasons, it was season 7, which was chapter 1, which was Ice King, which means eventually I have to have him in my collection, but it's not as much of a rush as the ones that really have memories tied to him. So I'm gonna hold off on Midas. The thing that may end up having him in the collection is that he is the chase card of Series 3, so he naturally might go for that card or want that card. So I'm gonna hold off just for now. So Midas get the question mark as well.
Moisty Merman. Oh, so this one's a little bit special because the orange version of Moisty Merman, this actually, I did a video where I showed off the 56 damage Star Wand pickaxe. That video went viral, and I was actually using the orange merman during that video. Another Oni mask.
All right, so Moisty has to be on this list. He pointed out a specific moment. Those are the things that stand out. That's what we're looking for to build Cypher's ultimate PC collection. And I just believe that that has to be on the list. Moisty Merman is from Series 1. So let's see what we can get Moisty Merman for from recent sales or as close as possible. So as of right now, we would have been able to get Moisty Merman for 460 based off of the recent sale. And I think that's pretty strong. I think that can withstand time. I don't think we're gonna have to search for, a Italy or a Brazil print. That's another option that we can do if we get too close or we go over budget for Cypher. We can look for a different print, or we can look for a USA hollow, Italy hollow, based on how hard it is to obtain the card. So let's see if we have to make those adjustments as we get towards the end.
Oblivion. Cool. Omega. I mean, this is how I used to rock him.
Man,
I know, like, there's a lot of cool
memories.
different options. Such a cool skin. Kind of reminds me of the Hayabusa skin from Halo. Omen, Oppressor, Oro. This one's more recent. Another Cuddle team leader, superhero skin. Power Chord was cool. Predator. Collaborations are endless. C-Day. Oh, I didn't realize C-Day had an edit style. Has
I
he
like
made
how
a
he just
video
calls
with
him
his new edit
C-Day.
style? I don't think he has. Ravage and then Raven. So Raven, this is okay. This one was dropped in season 3. Raven is a very special skin because this was the first time that I played squads with Ninja, Dr.
Wow.
Lupo, and 10 the Tatman, and it was during a charity stream. For charity, if you hit a snipe headshot off of a rocket launcher while you were riding a rocket launcher, someone would donate a certain amount of money to charity. And on my first try, in front of 100,000 plus people watching, back in the day, there were so many people watching pubs and stuff like that, and Ninja probably had 100K viewers just by himself. I hit a headshot snipe off of a rocket launcher ride for charity
That's
with
dope.
St. Jude's. It was awesome. It was such a cool moment. Everyone went crazy in the chat, and it was the start of a really good friendship with these guys.
Y'all know what I'm about to say. Raven has to be in Cypher's PC list. It's just one of those things that memory is too strong, and he was able to go from point A to point B of what happened during that time. Those are the things that stay forever. So we're gonna put Raven on the list. Now I have to. If you're new here, like I said, Raven is not an easy card to obtain. It does not show up often, and it is fairly expensive. So let's see what we can get Raven for. So if we were to try to attempt to get Raven right now, it would have been in the ballpark of 2,300 for a PSA 10 or 700, a little over 700 for a PSA 9. So as of right now, that was a pretty major memory for him. So I think I'm going to stick with the PSA 10 now. Hopefully we can keep it that way, but if we end up going over budget, we can kind of go down to a PSA 9 and get it for a lot less. And to be honest, PSA 9 is where the value is where the value is at, in my opinion. That's what I collect. I collect a lot of PSA 9s, and when I have an opportunity to get a PSA 10, that's what I do. So let's see if we can keep Cypher with a PSA 10, or let's see if we have to go down to a PSA 9.
Raz, a lot of people say I look like Raz, or Junior looks like Raz. Red Knight. Red Knight is also another big one because the Red Knight was the skin I was using when I pulled off my first trap tower. This is season 1 stuff, man. The trap
King.
tower came in. I made it popular. I was the first person to pull it off. I was using this skin. It was kind of the start.
Before you continue, I remember watching so many of SypherPK videos trying to figure out how to box somebody in and get pull the trap kill off. As you know, it was tough to learn. Finally pulled some off. So that shout out to Cypher for that. That's why he's always gonna be one of my favorite content creators.
Part of my rise to fame in Fortnite. So this one's always gonna have a special place in my heart.
So Red Knight has to be on this PC list as well, but Cypher has expensive taste clearly because this is another one that's not easy to obtain. It has shown up a couple times over the past year and maybe year and a half, I believe. But let's see what official sales tell us. I know it was one that sold a PSA 9 that sold. For some reason, it's not showing up. But we're just gonna have to go with the PSA 10. But it was a big I mean, he's the Trap King, and it was a big skin for him, and is a big skin for him. So we're gonna go with the PSA 10. We're gonna give him that gem mint. We're gonna go with, and the price that we'll get that at is 2,600. So that definitely takes a lot out the budget. But Red Knight seems worth it, especially based off the memories that he has with it.
Rex, Rose Team Leader, Rocks, Ruin, Sentinel. You guys see I have every skin. Another Oni mask. Love it. Singularity, Skystalker. Trying to see if any of these stand out. Ice King. I mean, that was a great time in Fortnite. Season 7 makes the whole map turn.
You see what he was saying? You see how he said that he's trying to see what stands out. That's what I'm basing this off of. I'm just paying attention to how he maneuvers through this and the things that he really has those extensive memories on.
Into ice. That was a great time.
Ice King.
Superhero Prisoner. I remember unlocking Prisoner. You had to go to Polar Peak and like interact with something. The
It was like a
Reaper,
key or
the
something.
OG sweat, the OG. When you ran into the Reaper in game, you know you're
Yeah.
fighting a serious guy, a serious baller. Ultima Knight. This is like Nick Merckx's skin.
Shout out to
Valkyrie,
Nick.
Female C-Day, Vendetta. This one was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Superhero skin, War Paint, Season 3. Wild card. I remember they announced this and they showed off the new LTM and everyone was kind of hyped about it.
What an
Wukong,
error.
Zenith, Zero. All right. The Dark Series. So was that first one different? I don't know why this guy is kind of on his own. So I guess they just kind of have him separated a little bit. But yeah, there is a bunch of other Dark Series skins, which is cool. And now we have DC, Aquaman, Batman, multiple Batmans, Beast Boy, Black Manta, Catwoman, Deathstroke. Dude, it's crazy. Green Arrow, Harley Quinn. This is like Fortnite, man. These characters are in Fortnite. Raven, Flash, Joker. It's crazy to think how many collaborations Fortnite has done. And we got
It's
more
insane.
Frozen series. And then we have Gaming Legends series. Chun-Li, one of my favorite skins. Kratos, Lara Croft, Master freaking Chief. And I have the special edition, the Xbox, the all black Master Chief. I love it. That one looks so
skins,
cool.
man.
Psycho Bandit, probably one of my favorite POIs. The Borderlands POI. Ryu also looks really cool. I can probably do a Ryu cosplay these days. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting kind of shredded. And then the Icon series. You got the SypherPK Icon series. No, I'm kidding. Astrojack, soccer player. I don't really watch soccer, guys. Lachlan, Laser Beam, Loser Fruit, Major Laser, another soccer player, Marshmallow, Neymar, Ninja, the big Ninja, the first
Ninja
Icon
card,
series of a streamer,
and a Cypher for
G,
that matter. All the icons.
Travis Scott. Then we have the Lava series, and then we have Marvel, Ant-Man, Black Panther, Black Widow. Like this, the list goes on and on. It's crazy. This is Cuddle Team, but Deadpool edition. Venom. He had a really cool mythic ability. Then more Shadow series. The Shadow series was kind of cool. I like that. And then the Slurp series was also legit. And then Star Wars. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, but the Star Wars collaborations have been very cool so far. 8-Ball has really cool effects as well. Agent Jonesy, Agent Peely. Peely has a lot of skins. These were also some OG sweat skins. They still are sweat skins to this day. Beast mode. This guy has a really funny, like if you pick this character, the square that shows up when this character is like talking, it's so funny. It's like a Nick Merckx cam. You only see like a small part of his head. Some NFL stuff, some Bone stuff, Brutus, Bunker Jonesy, Bunny Brawler, kind of an OG right there. Burnout is also cool. Bro. Some NBA skins. Like guys, I mean, look at this guy. Who I bet you not a lot of people have bought this skin. Because who's spending money to look like this? Me.
Yeah, I ain't
Castor,
buying it.
Katrina, Chaos Agent, old school. Chief Hopper, some Stranger Things collaboration. Cloak Shadow, Cloak Star, Clutch, Cobalt. I mean, this was the Jordans collaboration. Really cool.
Love the Jordan
The corrupted
collaboration.
skins were kind of cool. I was a fan. Just going through all of these. We're not even a quarter of the way done. That's kind of crazy. That's insane. Derby Dynamo, DJ Yonder. I mean, this guy. I mean, when you think Fortnite, this guy's kind of like iconic. This one's a
Saying
super
slept on.
sweat skin, by the way. Elite Agent. Okay, this one takes me back, chat, because Elite Agent was the skin that me and Nick Merckx used during the first Friday Fortnite where we won the championship for Friday Fortnite. It was our first time playing together. We rocked Elite Agent. We came up first place after losing and having to go through the losers bracket. We won $5,000. It solidified me and Nick's friendship ever since then. But yeah, Elite Agent. This one is, and then
As I said, those are the things that you look for when you're building a PC based off of the memories and nostalgia, the connections. So obviously, this is something we talked about on TSG before, but Elite Agent has to be on this list. Luckily, Elite Agent is in Series 3. Series 3 is kind of cheap right now, but at the same time, you can't really find a PSA 10 as of right now. So we're gonna have to go with a PSA 9 and based off of recent sales, we're gonna be able to get Elite Agent for around $56 to $70. More like I mean $50 to $70, and I think 56 would just do the job based off of recent sales. So Elite Agent is an easy one to put into the collection, and it doesn't hurt the budget too much.
we also got this one, Elmira. This is the one that transforms, right? We use the witch skin during the fashion shows, Lachlan's official fashion show, the $20,000 one
But
that we
that's the
won with
wrong skin,
Ali
right?
A. That was a really good time. Had a blast playing in it. Had a blast competing and trying to come up with creative ideas on how to make it work. And the witch skin came in super clutch. Fashion shows were a thing, for a while, and then they're gone. I mean, maybe they'll eventually return as people get more skins, but we've kind of seen most of the combinations, most of the stuff come out of it, and there's not much more to show, until modding gets added. Maybe then modding will reopen the opportunity. This guy right here, such a troll skin, but I love it. Ginger Gunner,
Giddy up is gonna might have to be on the list.
Grind. So Hemlock, she's the one actually who we did the fashion
Okay,
show
I
with.
thought so. It was
Island
Hemlock.
Warrior, she's kind of OG as well.
So Hemlock is a skin that he used. He was said Elmira, or Elmira, whichever way you say it. So Hemlock may end up on that list. So we'll see how that plays out.
Hitman, Halloween, Honor Guard. We're halfway there, man. It's crazy. Isabel, I like Isabel's skin. ISO, Jules. We'll see more of Jules probably as the story progresses.
For
Kit was
sure.
a fun one.
Kind of different
The
now.
skins are so stacked, bro. There's so many, and I barely use any of them. I feel like I should just pick randomized and just like go through all of them. Maverick. I remember I was wearing a jacket like this during one of the Fortnite events. So people kind of like said I looked like this guy. So for a little bit, people said the Maverick skin was a Cypher skin. Oh man, this one's OG. Laser Beam, the Moguls, Moonwalker. These were terrifying. When they added these, the kids lost their mind. It was a scary time for them. Oh, this one right here. I was actually rocking this skin. I think I was rocking this version, maybe the other version. This was actually a key moment because I was wearing the skin during the Season X event when the black hole sucked in the Fortnite map and we sent us into the black hole, and then Chapter 2 started. This was the last skin that I was wearing in Chapter 1 of Fortnite. For some reason, this is it. Onesie. This is the skin I was wearing. This is the last skin I wore in Chapter 1 before the Season X event happened. That's crazy. More Peely action.
That's a major moment. Like we can agree on that. So Onesie has to be in SypherPk's collection. We're gonna put that one down. I think we can get a PSA 10 for a pretty good price. So we're gonna put Onesie in there, and I think we can get it for around $70. Doesn't hurt the budget too much.
And Morty, Rook, Rosa, Rust Lord. This was like the original toxic skin, man. Rust Lords were so annoying. They took the L all the time. I don't know what it was about Rust Lords and taking the L on you. It's kind of crazy. Quick note, guys. Not too long ago, people started posting. There was like this website that would tell you how many skins you had and how much V-Bucks you spent on your locker. And some people were posting their lockers, and I posted mine, and people lost their mind. By the way, OG Skull Trooper. I had like the most expensive locker out of everybody who posted their lockers, and I had the most expensive locker because I had so many skins that no one even cares about. I had. It's kind of crazy to think that we might have. We might be like in the top 5 of like most expensive Fortnite lockers in the world just because of all the skins that we buy. It's insane. This was like the Summit
That's
OG
crazy.
skins. People thought that they put this in because of Summit. It's called the Summit Striker, and it's kind of have like a similar color as this logo. Epic actually sent me a shirt of this alien skin. I don't believe in humans. Terminator. Once we get into like the lower rarity skins, we'll get some like more interesting stories to tell as well. Trailblazer was also part of Twitch Prime skin. I think she was part of the last Twitch Prime skins that
Shout out to the
was ever
promo set.
introduced so long ago. Ventura, this was like a really popular skin for High Distortion. This was like his go-to skin. I miss
Dang, I
HC,
forgot
man.
about that.
A lot of OGs, bro. A lot of OGs. I'm getting kind of nostalgic looking at these. Yonder, Yeehaw. Oh man, the more dark series, Catwoman Zero, the Shadow series, more Slurp series, Absolute Zero. This guy was kind of rare, right? Season 1, Absolute Zero, Arctic Assassin. Oh man, the season 1 skins bring back serious memories. Beach Bomber, Bigfoot, Bright Bomber. I mean, she's iconic. Iconic Fortnite skin. When you think Fortnite, Bright Bomber definitely comes to mind.
100%.
Bless is really cool. Chopper. Okay, this one. This was the skin I was wearing when I first met Aiden, the little kid who sang for me in a random Fortnite duo, and he made my wife cry. That's actually my most popular video on YouTube, approaching 20 million views, and this was the skin I was rocking.
Dang, that's just too many. That's too many checks off the list, you know, to even play around with that. Chopper has to be on the on Cypher's PC list. Uh Luckily, as of right now, we can get Chopper in a PSA 9 for around 150. Recent sales, that is. And this is hypothetical, y'all. So don't say that it's nuanced. So this is a hypothetical. Like I said, hypothetical list. But Chopper we can get for 150 in a PSA 9, so it doesn't hurt the budget too much, but we are getting pretty close. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull off BK without going over budget, so that should be interesting. Let's see how that plays out
during that video. Cypher skin. Look, it's Cypher. Oh man, this is Doc Lupo skin. I remember Lupo loved running this one. Codename Elf Lachlan skin before he got a skin. Really cool. There's another Cypher skin coming up. Look, hold up. Right here, Cypher. This one's actually spelled almost exactly like mine, except it's to the C instead of a S. I realize it's been blocking the username for the skin. Demogorgon. I remember Tifu was running this one a lot. CDM the Third was running this one a lot. Dummy. Kind of a sweat skin. The OG sweat, man. Dynamo, bro.
Dynamo.
It's like no longer. Dynamo's not as sweaty as it once was. Nowadays, a lot of little kids run Dynamo, and they're not really that good. But back in the day, when you ran into Dynamo, you knew you were kind of in trouble.
100%.
This one's OG. First Strike Specialist, Season 1. Fish Stick, Gingerbread Raider, Guff, Hush, kind of sweaty. Infiltrator, dude, Season 1 skins, bro. They were so simple back then, man. Why wasn't this guy the sweat skin? It's because all sweat skins are female skins. Oh, low-key, this one's a sweat skin too. Mainly because of Mongrel. I can't believe this skin's a real skin. I have it. We're approaching the end. We're approaching the end of the skins. Recon Expert. Reconic Expert. I can't believe they brought this back. It used to be rare. Now it's not rare anymore. Mr. Fresh Asian. This one, Royal Knight. You rarely see the Royal Knight, but when you run into one, you just know it's an OG, man.
Thanks.
Sash Sergeant. I hit a couple cool clips with Sash Sergeant back in the day. Way back in the day. Used to run him a lot because I'm from
Stash Sergeant technically could be in there. We'll see how that plays out, but I think as of right now, that's gonna be a question mark.
Texas. Flick skin. Survival Specialist. This was like Myth skin.
By the way, I love that Cypher calls out the skins by the streamer or content creator that wears it. Obviously, he's known for some skins, but you know, calling out clicks and then calling out C-Day, calling out Myth, though that just makes it amazing because I believe that other gamers see those skins as that way as well. Whoever made those skins popular.
Kind of back in the day as well. Myth, Hamlins, those guys loved running this one. I forgot this one existed. The Apple and Epic lawsuits still happening. Oh my god. I remember pretending to be like an inflatable thing in front of the like houses and stuff using this skin. People literally would ignore you. Like some of these skins had some really interesting videos where it was like kind of pay to win, where you just kind of hide in plain sight. These boxes, I forgot they had cool edit styles. Bullseye, Commando. This was like Cloaksy's go-to skin. I
That
hate
was
Crystal.
Nix's
This
too.
skin right here.
He
Hater.
hate Crystal.
I just realized I'm getting rid of all my check marks by doing this. Look, it's Ollie A skin. I used this guy also in one of the fashion shows where we were pretending to be. This guy was supposed to be Mario, and it worked
It
really
might
well. Jonesy the first. I can't believe Jonesy. Like the actual default skin is purchasable. Oh Manic.
think about it. Hasty might be able to make the list. I think Hasty can make the list for sure. Uh Hayseed might be able to make the list. I'm gonna put Hayseed and let's see what we have. We have a PSA 10 for 380. That's gonna put us super close. That might actually put us close to over budget. Obviously I'll do all the math and everything after, but let's see how that plays out.
This is my locker bundle skin, chat. When this one first came out, as soon as it came out,
This
I
is Cypher
claimed it.
for
I said, "This is
sure.
mine."
Shout out to
It's got
Scopely as
my
well.
logo on it. It's so cool, and I'm so glad they added some more styles. And if you guys noticed recently, Nick A30's locker bundle came back into the shop. You never know, Manic might this locker bundle might return. Original Renegade.
Manic, of course, if you know who SypherPK is, you understand that before he got his own skin, and obviously this was 2 years ago before he even had his own skin. Um, SypherPK is known for Manic, and this will technically, in my opinion, I believe that this will be the number one card on his list based off of just PC. I think this will be the number one card. I think everything else will fall after that. I might even put the cards in order. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, Manic is number one on that list for Cypher PK. We have to make sure we get this card. I would like to get a PSA 10 for Cypher, but unfortunately, we don't see that card in a PSA 10 too often. So we'll have to settle for a PSA 9 as of right now. And we can get a PSA 9 for fairly cheap. I think Manic's underrated. So we'll get Manic for $141. And I think that will probably round this out. But let's just make sure. Let's make sure.
Seeing these, man, like this was like the OG default skins. Like before they even added default skins, you could be these guys. This is Jack skin. Jack, the YouTube editor, my YouTube editor. Rookie Spitfire. Oh man, this is classic skins. We're approaching the end. We got so many guys, so many skins. Like I think there's only there's 1,020 something skins out there, and I think I have like
1,022 years ago. Now we're approaching 1,700. That's crazy how many skins have came out in that time.
a little over 1,000. I'm only missing a couple skins here and there, like no Renegade Raider, Aerial Assault Trooper, and a couple other like collab ones. But besides those, I have literally every skin. My item shop is always fully.
No Renegade Raider. You know, that is a skin that most uh major lockers are missing as well. So that it just shows you how scarce and rare Renegade Raider is.
Versus is crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys next time.
So that's it. So let's see if we can get the BK into Cypher PK's collection without going over budget or having to go down to a lower grade or even possibly take a card out. So let's see how we can play this off. All right. So let's just check this out. Let's pull out the calculator. So currently with the cards on Cypher PK's list, we are at $6,744.97. So clearly that's over our budget, and it's over our budget by $344.97. So something has to go away or something has to go down in grade. To get this BK, something has to either go from a PSA 10 to a PSA 9. And for the cards that I chose a PSA 10 for Cypher, I really don't want to do that. So unfortunately, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get rid of Hayseed. We're going to get rid of Hayseed, and that's going to bring us to $24,964.22. So we are currently under budget with this. So this is officially Cypher PK's Fortnite collection right here. Before you leave, I have 3 cards that he could chase next, and you definitely don't want to miss that, especially for the reasoning. I think this is a great collection to start off. if you're coming into Fortnite cards, especially from this video, you want to start off by getting those cards that you have memories attached to, and that really brings you joy from your experiences. And then as you venture in more, you'll get more into the nuance of, the scarcity and rarity of some of these cards, well, a lot of these cards, and your collection may grow in a different way. So with that being said, I think these are some cards that SypherPK can look at next. Some people may feel it's cheating, but it is what it is. So let's get into those. Although we officially have the top 10 list, right? There's actually 3 cards I want to talk about that he could chase after this top 10. Those 3 cards are
Renegade
We have
Raider.
the Renegade Raider indeed. Chapter 1, Season 1 skin.
I didn't get Renegade Raider. I didn't get. I just
Yeah,
thought I
she's-
thought that she looked simple, and I was like, oh, they'll make better skins. And at the time, I didn't have a lot of V-Bucks.
That might be one of the biggest mistakes that you made, Cypher.
Agreed.
the Renegade Reloaded card. There's only 2 PSA 10s. They're extremely hard to grade. So he may have to get a PSA 9 in that one. And that's because he missed out on that skin. Another skin he missed out on, I kind of cheated. This is from a different video. I'll put it up here. But it's Galaxy. He does not have the Galaxy skin. So I would actually add that one in there as well. For him to chase next is one of those things. If you don't have the card, you would love to have it in your collection. I mean, if you don't have the skin, you would love to have the card in your collection. And last but not least is, I don't know if y'all seen this recently, but recently they just competed in the SypherPK. The content creators competed against the pros like Booga and Clicks, and it was a whole thing with the Pilly gang, right?
It all started when Muselk made the call to arms. All OGs wear the Peely skin and land pleasant in the final game of the tournament. Then the word spread. We all joined Discord with a common goal: take back the tournament from the sweats.
If you're a content creator, you are to put on a banana variant.
Another day, another win for the OGs.
I'm gonna claim up top if we don't get beamed.
Oh,
I feel like most people are gonna.
So I'm actually gonna add Pilly into his future chase because this is one of those major moments as well. I'll show a clip of that as well, because these are the next 3 that I'm gonna put on there. Some people may consider that cheating based off the $25,000 budget, but those are just things that I had to bring in. Thank y'all for watching this video. I really enjoyed making it. If you want us to make more videos like this, just hit that like button and drop a comment down below on who you want us to do next. Also, on top of that, check out FortniteCards.com if you're new to Fortnite collecting and you want to become a part of the hobby. We have all the checklists there. We even have comics, and we even have a community that we're building along the sides of this where you can post your recent pickups once you finally drop into the hobby. See you next video.